Have you ever find yourself in a position in life where you keep getting a lot of ideas, you keep visualizing yourself receiving a certain result that you need in life, and you pray about them, and you make a leap of faith, and you step out and try to accomplish these results. But during the process of stepping out and going towards your goal, there's failure. You keep failing during the process, and you wonder what's wrong, what's going on. I was reflecting on this story in Matthew chapter 14, verse 22 to 23. It speaks about Jesus when he was just finished feeding a multitude with just the lunch of a little boy, and he was getting ready to go to another location. And so Jesus sent his disciples to go before him, and he went down in prayer. So while the disciples were traveling, they were traveling by boat to go across to this different place. And while they were traveling, the scripture said that there were strong winds and the sea, there was turbulence at the sea. So basically there was a storm out. And Jesus went across to meet them, and what Jesus did, he walked on water to meet them. Now while Jesus was approaching towards the boat, they saw him and they thought it was a ghost. But when they looked clear, they saw that it was their master, and he said, "Fear not, it is I." Now Peter got this idea that he wanted to go out to meet Jesus. And so he asked Jesus, "Bid me to come out on the water and come to you." And Jesus said, "Come." Just like how we would get different ideas, we might have different dreams, different goals in life, and we pray about them, and we seek God's permission, and he said, "Yes, go at it." And he gives his approval, and we step out by faith, and we are walking, and during that walk, during that process, the storms of life might come up and we might lose focus. That's what happened to Peter. Peter stepped out and he was walking in the water, and he was getting closer and closer to that end result. But while he was going towards his result, he took his eyes off where he wanted to go, and he began to look around at what's happening around him, the situation that surrounds his process. And he began to doubt. He began to think that I cannot go there anymore. It is impossible for me to reach there. And so because he doubted, he began to sink. And Jesus had to reach out and grab him and pull him up. Now this is the same thing with us. We take our eyes off our result. You see, that same faith that we had when we were looking at the result afar off. We weren't seeing the process because we will never know what the process will be. But we saw the end result, and we begin to have faith, and that strong faith. But as soon as we start to go through the process and the storms begin to surround, we begin to doubt, we begin to fear, and we lose focus, and we fail. And we keep repeating this, and we keep repeating this, and we keep failing at reaching our destination. It was Peter's idea. It was his idea to get out that boat and walk on the water to Jesus. Jesus didn't say, "Peter, come to me." Peter asked, and Jesus said yes. A lot of things that you are asking for, Jesus is saying yes, but you have to play your part in getting there, and that is to have faith. Trust God. Keep your eyes on him. That same discipline that you start out with, keep that same discipline and more unto the end of your journey. Don't give up. Don't give in to your surrounding or what's going on around you. You see, if Joseph had saw his process, when he saw the result, he wouldn't have been reached where he was. He would be able to save his family and to save the entire country. But because he only saw his result, and he had to go through the process. But during the process, he held his faith. You did not give up on God. Don't give up on God. Whatever it is you want to accomplish, keep your eyes on Him. Trust Him, and He will get you through. And don't believe that if you begin to sink or you begin to doubt, God will allow you to die. You can put your trust in Him even in that moment. Cry out to Him, and He will stretch out and He will pull you up. And then you continue on your journey. God bless you.